marketplaces which are getting set up in India, what are they focusing on? All of them are focusing on SMEs right now. So all that money is going to go into enabling SMEs. I think India में problem अभी क्या है, SMEs have to become more efficient. Labor costs are going up. They have to become more tech savvy. They need more access to credit. They need larger ambition to grow. Like Germany economy is all SMEs, but those SMEs are very, very technologically advanced companies. India में अभी वो नहीं है. India में अभी क्या है कि you do business, a lot of people have to do business not by choice, but that's their only option. I think that's the other thing that the economy has to make it, that where you do business by choice. अब startups have become so well respected. 10 साल पहले nobody wanted to join a startup or start a startup. Now in this economy, every smart person wants to do a startup. There's a reason, because there's money coming in. Same way, small businesses, जो एक mainstream small businesses है, same thing has to happen in this economy. In a country like America or China now, more people want to actually have their own business than want to do a job. And that's a very important aspect, that once you create that ecosystem at the regulatory level, Indians are very entrepreneurial. They will do it on their own. I think अभी तक problem ये थी कि we had too many barriers, we had too much of this friction, and cost of doing any transaction was so high that most of the small businesses were struggling to achieve any kind of scale and size. That I think is changing, but that has to change even faster for the financial hardship that we are facing, and we are facing a lot of financial hardship right now. There's no doubt for us to get out of this issue, thing.
Sir, as you mentioned, we are facing a lot of financial stress. Do you think the government should come out and support the companies, small scale industries? What do you think about one advice you want to give government?
So for government to do that, they have to do disinvestment. So what they have done with Air India or with banks, because today what happens is that most of the government resources in India are consumed by companies like, say, Air India till recently, BSNL, PSU banks and all that. So then the problem becomes is that they are not able to help what we call like Aam Aadmi or small businesses. What happens in America or till recently in China, now they're going in other direction, was that those countries did one thing very well, that they said that I'm not going to support big organizations. I'm going to create an ecosystem to let them, do stuff on their own, not create too much of regulation, but also I'm not going to provide them with financial support. I think in India, the government will only be able to support small businesses or individuals when they get out of doing big business. Because all the money actually today is getting sucked. So whatever the taxpayer is paying in India, actually they don't get anything back. Neither in terms of infrastructure till now, neither in terms of getting support. Now, I think finally the government is also realizing that, and this has to be done. And there's just so much of foreign capital right now there available, and there's so much of interest in India because of China and all that. I feel sitting in New York that this is a historic movement for India to take advantage, and and just get as much foreign capital as possible, because the more foreign capital comes, everybody will need less support from the government. I think the other thing is that, as Indians, what I feel sometimes is that we are also we think government is like our mai baap, like government has to support us all the time. I think the government's role has to clear the regulation, make it easier, and let people figure out a way to help themselves also. I think that is a very important mindset change that also needs to happen in a country like India.
So government is bringing LIC IPO. Do you think that will be the game changer for the financial sector?
Absolutely, because two things will happen. One, government bringing the LIC IPO will force government to, not treat LIC as a cash cow. Because today what happens is that every time a PSU company gets into trouble, they just tell LIC to go and invest money in that. IDBI Bank is a great example. IDBI Bank, out of all PSU banks, was the worst performing bank even. So I think the key is, and LIC money should not be used for that. LIC money should be used to build long-term infrastructure. LIC money should be used to, increase the competitiveness of the country, even if they wanted to keep that. And I think government has no role in running an insurance business in the country. That's not what they should be doing. Their role has to be that if you have to create mechanisms to provide insurance, then it still has to be handled by private sector or quasi-private. So I think that's a very important piece. LIC IPO is a good start, but it's not going to be a game changer till the time the government decides to divest more than 51% stake. Because right now governments have tendency that every time they hit a crisis, especially with big businesses, because in India, still failure is a big taboo. You cannot let a bank just shut down. So then they'll say, okay, bring LIC, bring State Bank of India and help, like Yes Bank, State Bank of India came in. I think the key is that, you have to get out of that. You have to, you have to give protection to small businesses and people, not to big businesses. I think that's a very important mindset change that is starting to happen, but it needs to accelerate. Because if government has more resources, that's the only way they will be able to invest in infrastructure, into helping businesses to become more competitive. Right now, that doesn't happen here.
So talking about your company will be hiring a more talented people. What kind of talent you're looking for the graduates? What kind of talent you're looking?
Absolutely, that I think is a very good question. I think we are looking to hire at least 300, 400 more people, in technology, data analytics. What we have done in India is that, we have like 450 plus people now. We have created very high-end jobs already, digital marketing. And the key thing is that, we want to give them exposure globally. We don't treat India as a back office. We treat India as a front office. That's, I think, is a very important change that is happening. That also makes people more happy. That also makes their jobs more fulfilling. And I think Vineet can add to it that, that's a very important piece, that as we plug more into global economy, we need to bring more high quality jobs into India. We need to increase the skill set of people and give them global exposure and confidence that sitting from India or doing work from India, you can create very large global businesses like what China has done over last 20, 30 years, like Alibaba and Tencent. We don't have any company like that from India till now, big internet company. I think that's a very important piece that, this, and I'm hoping that over next 5 to 7 years, we will be able to build Alibabas and Tencents from India, where products will be used globally, investments will go global, but a lot of our skilled workforce will be powering that sitting from India. And Vineet, if you want to add something.
I think you've said it, Rohit, that हम लोग जो एक मेक इन इंडिया की बात करते हैं वो एक्चुअली बिज टू क्रेडिट और बिज टू एक्स कर रहा है. थिंक जो ये बिज टू क्रेडिट की सक्सेस है यूएस में, एंड इट इज़ अ वेरी सक्सेसफुल कंपनी इन यूएस, एंड मे बी इंडिया में हम उसके बारे में इतना नहीं जानते हैं क्योंकि उनका बिजनेस यूएस फोकस्ड है, बट वो सारी टेक्नोलॉजी हमने इंडिया से बैठ के बनाई, वो बिजनेस भी हम सपोर्ट करते हैं इंडिया से. सो ये जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है, आई थिंक इट इज़ वेरी वेल टाइम्ड बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू बी ओपनिंग मोर ऑफिसेस. हम अभी दिल्ली एरिया में हैं, मुंबई में भी आ रहे हैं, मुंबई में भी ऑफिस खोलेंगे हम, और भी जगह ऑफिस खोलेंगे, एक्सपैंड करेंगे. और नए जो इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स हैं और रेगुलर ग्रेजुएट्स भी हैं, क्योंकि हम ऑपरेशंस भी इंडिया से रन कर रहे हैं, हम अपने सेल्स ऑपरेशंस, अंडर राइटिंग ऑपरेशंस. तो जो रोहित ने बात कही है, इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सपेक्टिव दैट गिविंग एक्सेस टू वर्ल्ड क्लास, जो हम एक्सेस दे रहे हैं लोगों को वर्ल्ड क्लास प्रोडक्ट बनाने की, और वो सब, वो ये नहीं है कि इट इज़ अ बैक ऑफिस की वहाँ से कोई डायरेक्शन आया हमने वो बना के दे दिया. हम यहाँ सोचते हैं, हम बनाते हैं, यूएस के लिए प्रोडक्ट, इंडिया के लिए प्रोडक्ट, कनाडा के लिए प्रोडक्ट, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए प्रोडक्ट. सो इट इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मोमेंट, एंड आई थिंक फॉर ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ पीपल, जैसे इंजीनियर्स हैं, फ्रेश इंजीनियर्स हैं, जो भी इस तरह की अपॉर्चुनिटी के साथ हमारे साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली उनके लिए एक बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है ये.
सर, मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे है कि जैसे कि हमारे जो देश की बात करें तो हर कोई जो रिटेलर, जो आम आदमी है, वो सेविंग करता है फिक्स डिपॉजिट में. हम देखते हैं पीपीएफ में, दे आर नॉट इन्वेस्टिंग इन अ मोर फाइनेंशियल मार्केट. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ योर कंपनी विल बी डूइंग दैट जो आम आदमी है वो फाइनेंशियल मार्केट पर मुड़े और इन्वेस्ट करे इक्विटी मार्केट में?
देखिए, मुझे तो ऑन अ लाइटर नोट लगता है कि जो ये हमारी स्टॉक मार्केट दौड़ रही है, इट इज़ का मेजर रीज़न एक हमारी रिटेल नई जनरेशन भी है जो सीख रही है कि अब स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करिए. हमारी तरह नहीं है कि जैसे हमारे और हम पेरेंट्स ने सिखाया था कि आप एफडी में डालिए, इसमें डालिए. बट हैविंग सेड दैट, उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? आई थिंक हमारा फोकस ज़्यादा रिटेल से ज़्यादा एसएमई और बिजनेस और इकोनॉमी क्रिएशन पे है. सो व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग एंड डूइंग अबाउट इट इज़ कि यू हैव टू लुक एट इट इन टू पर्सपेक्टिव. सी, आज की डेट में आपने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि स्ट्रेस है और एसएमईज और इन सबको सबसे ज़्यादा, कि जो बड़े एसएमई में भी आप देखिए बड़े हैं, कुछ बहुत बड़े लोग हैं, वो उसी क्रीमी लेयर को बैंक भी फोकस करेगा, सब लोग फोकस करेंगे. एक्चुअली जो छोटे किराना स्टोर टियर 2, 3, 4 जिनको हम बोलते हैं लॉन्ग टेल, जो पीछे रह जाते हैं लाइन में, उनके ऊपर कोई फोकस नहीं कर रहा. और वो फोकस क्यों नहीं करते? क्योंकि वो आपका उनका कोई क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट नहीं है, उनके पास उतना पेपर वर्क नहीं है. एंड द सेकेंड मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज़ ऑल्सो कि उनके पास उतनी एजुकेशन और अवेयरनेस भी नहीं है. आज की डेट में एजुकेटेड और अवेयर होना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. ऐसा नहीं कि अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ गवर्नमेंट नहीं दे रही है. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया भी स्कीम्स लेके आ रही है उनकी बेटरमेंट के लिए और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ प्रोवाइड कर रही है. बट हमारे देश में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये भी है कि SMEs आर नॉट इवन अवेयर अबाउट द अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ दे हैव. तो उनको एजुकेट करना भी एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है. सो व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इज़ कि वो हम करना चाह रहे हैं कि विद द प्लेटफॉर्म एंड टेक्नोलॉजी वी विल ट्राई टू गिव देम इंसाइट्स एंड एजुकेशन जो उनकी मदद करने में खुद मतलब that they can use it to help themselves become more powerful and more self-sustaining.
And I think just to add to that point, I think what happens, why some of the other economies have done a lot better is that it's a combination of investing in equity markets and debt. So like an average US में India में around 5 to 7% of the population today invests in equity. US is already 55%. But there are a lot of debt funds also. And they also invest in debt funds. So all of a sudden your money is not lying in an FD anymore. You get a better return, but you're also contributing towards lowering the cost of money. Because at the end of the day, businesses and especially SMB businesses are engine of growth, for any economy. And if I can get a better return by, investing in debt products, जिससे SMEs को debt ज़्यादा अच्छे cost में मिले, तो it's a win-win. So China has also done the same thing with the Ant Financial and all that. It was actually a similar model where they said as people with surplus savings, you can now invest, and then they were lending money to the SMEs on the other side. Now that became such a big business. That's why they were clamped down. That they became actually bigger than most of the banks in China. Doing that, and within like 7-8 years, because it was all digital. There was no like physical branches, nothing. And Ant Financial was actually a bigger business than Alibaba if it had gone IPO. So not many people realize that how big that business became till the time they were filing for IPO paperwork. I think the key for India is that more people will take money out from FDs and from PPF now, and we are already seeing the first phase of that with equity markets. I think the second phase will come when government allows more of the debt markets to mature. That I think is the next set of reforms that are required now, and that will really increase the velocity of the economy. Already stock market going up, like till May, June, everybody was so dejected in India because of COVID. Everybody thought ki